Ah, shit. Alright. Hello together. This is my video about the S5iix and how selling all my gear actually got me shooting much more. That and the 18mm 1.8. Such a good lens. I enjoyed it so much for skate content, for everything white and dark. Yeah. I mean the 20-60, as good as it is, not being able to go down to 1.8 is a bit of a loss, of course. But yeah, I sold the lenses because I knew if I would travel with the S9, I would travel with the 20-60 and possibly for nighttime with a M-mount lens, a 50mm, which I thought I will have a film camera and this S9 body for everything digital. That didn't happen, but I did end up with M-mount lenses and a 50mm, which I used plenty of times with it, but not as much as I thought, because not having autofocus and trying to shoot a very fast lens at night without an EVF, not that easy. S9 so far, stoked. S5 II right away again for any kind of professional work, but I'm really over walking around with a larger camera, unfortunately. About photography, but I'm so lazy. I don't want to carry around a larger camera with me. But I don't know, there's something about that DSLR shape with a stupid screen that just takes away all my enjoyment. Lately I'm just walking around with a S9 in my bag and an M-mount camera mostly in my hand. And yeah, that is just more enjoyable, and I've been shooting way more than with having the S5iix. Yeah, even if when I had the S5iix and the film camera, the Nikon FM2 at a time, leave the Lumix at home most of the time and just carry around the Nikon and just not shoot digital at all, which is fine as well, but yeah, comes with its own problems. Yeah, right now, fitting in tiny digital camera that can do everything and everything quite well, almost everything, and an even more fun digital M camera. That's a really awesome combination, and I will make more videos about that in the future. I'm actually writing a script for this because I'm trying to collect my thoughts a little bit more. I'm kind of writing a script for this too, but I know I'm not good at. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't want to read from a teleprompter necessarily, and I'm not good in memorizing words. Also, this is not my first language. Cut me some slack, please. Can't wait for Lumix to make a camera body that's a little bit more fun to use. Any camera brand, I would wish for that. No, it's just Lumix and Sony who do the new age screen that can do all flips and tilts. But yeah, both of those models are crazy expensive and large, relatively large. I'm not too sure if I would want to go back to that. Yeah, if I find another camera with a nice EVF, ideally full frame, not an annoying screen. But yeah, my work kind of dried up and I did not have much use for a professional camera anymore, or the professional lenses. So I decided to sell my whole kit and start from scratch, basically. If I find more work, the S9 would definitely make me paranoid with the one SD card slot. Yeah, if I can see more work coming my way, I'm gladly swapping back to something larger. Yeah. As nice as the camera is, as for everyday use, a bulky camera that feels very stale was not fun to, or was not as much fun to carry it around, and I was really over this classic DSLR shape. and I hate the flip out screen. Yeah, so I really didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped, just taking it out on its own, just for fun. So I thought it's time for something much smaller. Which is why I settled on the S9, which I'm currently using and still use, and quite enjoy actually for what it is. I mean, to explain, the S9 obviously still has the flip out screen. Still not a fan of the flip out screen. It does not have an EVF at all. It's actually a very annoying camera as it stands, but it does the trick, and I use it when I take it out much more. I only have 2 lenses for it too, the 20-60, which is a great lens, and I picked up very cheaply the Leica 85mm, which I will compare to the Lumix 85mm at some point. Yeah, I also sold both the 50 and the 50mm 1.8 and the 18mm 1.8, just because I thought it would not suit the S9 anymore on how I intended to shoot it. So yeah, I got rid of all of them. Plus the 24-105 f4, which is probably my favorite lens for any kind of paid work. It was just paid work that's fast paced. I can speak about the lenses at the end of the video again, if anyone's interested. I will hold on the S9 for quite a while, I think, unless I would get more work again. Then I would have to make the decision if I can afford, if the return of my S1R2 investment could be worth it or not. Otherwise I would go straight back to the S5iii or even the S5iix again. Depends on what I'm doing. I would love the S1R2 with the top of the range for full frame Lumix cameras, and it had everything I wanted, basically the nicer EVF and the full-size HDMI port and the better autofocus, of course. The blacked out design really intrigued me. It looked much cooler than the little red accents the newer Lumix cameras have, which I'm not a huge fan of. The SSD recording I thought could be helpful, because I did a lot of conferences and longer form content, and that would have been very helpful to record straight on an SSD and edit from that. Still limitations to the autofocus, but I think the autofocus overall is so much improved from what it used to be that I'm quite happy with it. Even if it loses me once in a while, we'll find something to cover it. Yeah, I mean, not on a Sony level, but also we have proper stabilization. Oh my goodness, the stabilization. That's what makes it difficult to leave Lumix for me. I really have nothing negative to say about the S5iix. It's a great camera. The only thing that's not great has been said on plenty of videos before. You can even make the negatives actually work for yourself. It's like using the 4K 60 crop mode just as a little punch-in feature. But it's still there. It's better than not have 4K 60 at all. So yeah, nothing to hate about it. Thanks for listening again, and I hope you enjoy all the footage I shot. For my jobs, I unfortunately don't wanna. I can't show footage from my jobs. I'm too paranoid that will bite me in the ass in the future. So you have to deal with my private stuff. That's maybe more fun. I'm finishing now. Thank you.